Okay, what you need to know is that women become obsessed with the men who do not try to make them happy. If you're dating a woman and you're attempting to make her happy, you're probably going to lose her. In this video, I'm going to explain why, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to not make all of the mistakes that majority of men make. Stick with me, because by the time we get to about like this section of the video, or this part of the video, I'm going to show you step by step what to actually do. Now, the first step to understanding this concept is understanding the prerequisite, okay? Majority of men not only put the woman on the pedestal, okay, but the man starts to prioritize her happiness over his own God-given purpose. Like, you have to really believe like you're here on this earth for a reason, and you have purpose in your life and an ambition inside of you that drives you every day. If you're a man, you have to have that. That inner working to just go, perform, okay? So most men prioritize her happiness over his own God-given purpose. Hour for hour, they start to put more emphasis into nurturing a relationship than they do their own God-given purpose. Very important to understand. Now, when you do this, okay, two things happen. Number one, she thinks you're weak because you don't understand the proper dynamic and it looks like you're falling in love. And then number two, you are displeasing God, okay, and your God-given purpose, okay? This is what you have to know. Now, if a man becomes any of these three in life right here, if a man becomes lonely or lustful or bored, almost automatically, she now becomes his number one priority. Why? Because he doesn't have purpose in his life. A woman becomes obsessed with a man when his time is valuable. A woman becomes obsessed with a man when his attention is valuable. Two of the ways to lower, okay, your perceived status in her eyes, your attention, okay, all this stuff, okay, is to give it away freely. And this almost automatically happens when you don't have purpose in your life. So this is like a prerequisite step that has to happen. Okay, moving on to this column right here. What you have to know is that even if a man is attractive, or if a man is pre-selected, or if a man has options, okay, this is what you have to know. As soon as she is now his number one priority, she loses all interest. I'll say that one more time. As soon as she is now his number one priority, she loses all interest, okay? This is what happens. And it's because he has now ruined the entire dynamic. He ruined the entire dynamic. He has shown too much interest, and because of that, she doesn't respect him. Now, if she's not head over heels in love and obsessed with you, okay, this is what you have to know. You will never retain her interest because she feels like something is missing. Now, this one might kind of hurt to hear, but you have to internalize it. If she's not head over heels in love and obsessed, you'll never retain her interest because she feels like something else is missing. That means there is some type of emotional void that is not being filled. Now, here's what you have to know. Your purpose in life is so important. Everything that you do day by day, the stuff that you're building, who you are as a man, it's so important, but this is what you have to know. You cannot fill the purpose void in your life with social life either. I see numerous men, they think that if they always are the guy who has the house party, or you think if you're always the guy that has enough friends where there's always something going on, you're always going to be occupied, that you'll be just fine. This is not true. This is not true because the core of this belief, you're still relying on other people to keep you occupied. Okay, when you have true purpose and mission in life, what that says is that says, hey, no matter who's around me, it doesn't matter, I know what I'm doing. There is enough hours in the day where I can keep myself occupied to do what I love to do and what I need to do to become great and to fulfill my potential, no matter what. Very important to understand. So, making her happy and following her lead, okay, for example, is the mistake that Adam made with Eve, okay? I will say that one more time. Making her happy and following her lead is the exact mistake that Adam made with Eve. Okay? What you have to know is you were called to find your mission and your purpose in life, and without it, you will constantly fall weak to temptation. You start to crave intimacy, You start to become lustful. Some guys, they do too much partying. Okay, and now there's weakness. Without purpose and mission in your life as a man, you will almost always fall to temptation. You go weak. You're tempted. There's pleasure around you. And now you lose sight of what's actually important. So this is why she actually becomes obsessed. Okay, I'm going to show you this. The reason why this process or this video will help you unlock new levels in your dating life is because of this right here. His focus overall is not on her. Okay, and this makes her now actually feel safer. Why does it make her feel safer if your focus isn't on her? Because hopefully she knows that her man is now out doing something in the world with focus and drive and purpose that is better spent elsewhere. Meaning he will now actually build something, okay, for himself that actually makes a better situation for both of them. So I'll give you an example what I mean right here, okay? When it comes down to satisfying hypergamy, okay, because if you're truly a man on a mission, these are the things that should come with it. When I say a man on a mission, like you have real purpose in life, you have real drive in life, that is helping you build, maybe it's career or it's good focus in life, all of these things. The man has mission and calling in life, so he starts building. Okay, this is how you're satisfying hypergamy. The man has a mission and a calling in life, so he starts building things. And he has extreme focus, okay? Now, this is what you have to know. With discipline in life, when you constantly do the things that it takes to build what you want to build and become who you are, okay? With discipline, you become rewarded. You're rewarded typically for hard work, especially if you're moving in the right direction. Now, here's what happens. As that man starts to stack different skills together and he's disciplined, he's now more skilled. As he's more skilled, what she knows almost automatically is he will probably now have the ability to protect and provide. The ability to provide is there. He's going somewhere, he's building something, he's focused on what he needs to be doing because of his own calling, his own purpose in life. Very important. So now what happens when you stack all this together is now the woman actually knows you're competent, you're smart. She's like, no matter what, I feel like I can just trust his leadership. I feel like I can trust his judgment. She's going to say, I feel like I understand that this guy understands things about the world and I can trust him. That's her thought process when she's around you. So let me give you an example. Now the man has competency. He's competent. Okay, he can provide, he can protect, and on top of that, he probably has a future. So subconsciously, what is most likely going on is she says, hey, no matter what, me and my kids will not starve, right? Me and my kids will be protected and provided for, meaning she knows that if she were to actually have kids with you, that the future would probably be good. Okay, because you have to think about this from a standpoint, if it was 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, people probably didn't have like modern, survival tools like we do now and nice houses and all that stuff, okay? The man had to really be focused so that way he could protect and provide, which means she wants to know that if she has kids with you, the future will probably be solidified. So this is what you have to know, okay? Most men, they're focused on just external, materialistic, high-value status metrics, if you want to call it that. They focus on looks, money, and status. Now, let's just look at each of these. When it comes to looks, okay, and your body and your fitness, yes, okay, you should attempt to be as healthy and strong as possible, okay? And you show that you have good genetics because you're strong and you're healthy and you're capable. That's important. Yes, do this. When it comes to money, yes, build as much wealth as you can. When it comes to status, yes, show that you have recognition. But I'll tell you this, okay? You need to also focus on the internal forms of high value too. Okay, so on this column right here, the first thing I need to touch on is things like discipline and focus. Because when you have discipline and focus in life, you now have the ability to say no. No, I don't need to go party. No, I don't need to do this. No, I don't need to do that. I know what I need to do. So that's going to be attractive because it looks like you're a man that's harder to obtain some of his time. Okay, now if your time is easily accessible 24/7, she'll never actually be in love with you to the level that you want. So what you'll notice is the more you date, okay, her respect level lowers, okay, almost always with your increased availability. Okay, her respect level lowers always with your increased availability. The more available you are, the more she says, hey, he really likes me, and now she doubts your value because there's probably other things you should be doing when it comes to your purpose. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.